I built an audience of over 2 million people on social media across Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. My business partner built a following of over 400,000 people on social media in the much smaller German-speaking market across Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. If you're a business owner and you either don't have a brand yet at all on social media, or you're not happy with the way you're shown on social media, or your lack of visibility, this video is for you. The single most important thing you can build for your business, for yourself, is a brand. Anything you want in life, in business, is on the other side of brand. Brand is just a fancy word for your reputation, who and how people know you. So if you're, for example, a surgeon, you own a fund, you own a marketing agency, you do any type of work for anybody, you have a brand. And the single biggest problem that you currently have that's stopping you from making more money, building trust with the right types of clients, and getting the public visibility and recognition you deserve is your lack of brand on social media. At Magnetic, we specifically help business owners and founders who are already doing well in their business build their brand on social media so you can build trust, build reputation, get more of the right types of clients, get the recognition you deserve, pre-handle objections, and differentiate yourself in the market. Because you know that if you're an expert at something, you're not just like anybody else, but you currently look like it from the outside. It's not that the product sucks. The product, who you are, the service that you deliver, is probably excellent. It's probably really good. It's just the marketing sucks. And maybe you're doing something all right with paid advertisement, but your brand simply isn't there. If I were to Google your name, what do I find? Do I find enough trust-building elements? Do I find things that may make me want to consider you as a service provider or somebody that I would trust with my health concerns, with my finances, with anything? I've already successfully helped countless business owners build their brand on social media in a way where it's, one, premium, and most importantly, authentic to them. For example, Babar had nearly 0 followers in the beginning, now over 200,000 followers with his sales coaching business that's bringing him really, really quality clients. Look at Jake, high performance coach. In the beginning, nearly 0, maybe a couple of hundred. Now over 100,000 real followers on Instagram. Gabe with his AI business in the beginning, nearly 0. Now over 100,000 followers. Look at Klaus in the German-speaking market, which is much smaller. In the beginning, nearly 0. Now over 49,000 followers on Instagram, just to name a few. The important thing when it comes to building a brand is that it's done in an authentic way and so that it speaks to the right target audience. You have the effectiveness and the calibration of the message, which has to be dialed in, which most people suck at, quite frankly. And there's the authenticity, because you can't fake it. If you're going to put yourself out there authentically, you will be able to last. But if you're going to try to put on a facade or pretend to be somebody you're not, this won't work for you. This will wear you out. The problem with marketing these days is that most people are theorists. They have an idea of what could work and then they strategize, but they haven't actually walked the talk. I've done it. My business partner has done it. We've done it with several other business owners successfully from various different industries. And people, business owners like yourself, founders, they burn so much money. I mean, the extreme example is the Airbnb logo redesign. I don't even know if it's true, but I saw a video of it on social media where they spend, I don't know, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars on getting their logo redesigned. And in the end, after a lot of mental masturbation, it basically looked the same. That has 0 impact on their business. That has 0 impact on their actual credibility, because you don't care about any business or any service provider or any person for that matter, because most businesses these days should be founder-led to create trust just because they have a logo. You buy into their story that's told, one, authentically, and second, effectively. And that's exactly what we can help you with. If I were to run your business right now, if I were to do your job right now, there's things I know I don't know, and there's 150 more things that I don't know, unconscious incompetencies. And they exist when it comes to building your brand as well. There's things you don't know, and there's things you don't know that you don't know that have a hidden cost, the cost that you never confronted with. How many other people that are delivering a worse service than you are getting clients you should have? How many people aren't even aware of your existence? Think about genuinely, if you're providing a really, really good service or a product, you're helping people, how many people are missing out on the help that you could be giving them because you don't have a brand? And you might say, David, I don't really feel comfortable in front of the camera. That's just a mindset problem. One, because you're not used to it. You step outside of your comfort zone, you get used to it. And second of all, because you think you have to be somebody else. This is about doing it, yes, effectively, speaking to the right target audience professionally, but also in a way where it's authentic to you. That's what really matters, and that's what I've mastered over the years. Also, building your brand will differentiate you from everyone else out there. How? By you being you. Because people buy into companies, yes, because of their marketing campaigns, but really, if they're founder-led, look at what's happening. There's a lot of public examples these days. Zuckerberg, there is a reason why he's building his brand right now. Because for you to buy into anything, it's founder-led. We don't want businesses. It's something intangible. We can't relate to it. Humans buy from humans. Humans connect to other human beings. And the more you can learn to storytell effectively, the more you'll build your brand in a way where it's authentic and it gets you what you want. So how can we help you? Well, the first step is positioning and authority. You have an expert status in your market that is currently not being communicated at all or insufficiently, to put it mildly. So the first thing we'll do is we'll have brand and values alignment. What do you stand for? And I'm not talking about a mission statement that you once write down and never look at again. What is it that you actually care about? What do you stand for? What do you stand against? And then it's about wrapping it in a story, because that's what people remember. Because once you have the story that encapsulates your values, we now have a message that we can relate everything back to. Number 2, magnetic content creation. In order to build your brand on social media, we have to start posting organic content across all platforms. Now, every single platform has a unique way in which the content needs to get tailored. LinkedIn is different to Instagram, is different to TikTok. And you might say, David, my target audience isn't on TikTok or Facebook Reels. Yes, they are. There's millions, hundreds of millions of users on all of these platforms. Now, some of those platforms are going to work much better for you than others and will help you figure out which is going to be the 80-20, the 90-10, the platform that's going to give you the most for the least amount of effort, and we're going to double down on that. But you really want to create omnipresence. If you want to have the most powerful, authentic, magnetic brand, you have to create that sense of omnipresence, and that's a second step that we're going to help you with. Number 3, reputation to revenue system. Obviously, you want to have a brand that adds value to people, which is exactly what I do when I do dating coaching, relationship content to help men find the right girlfriend or wife. I just want to contribute to people who will never be able to repay me, but I also want to make sure that it generates the right types of clients. So it's both. You want to have a contribution system where you build goodwill in the market, where you just contribute. Because there'll be one person who'll watch your content, who'll benefit from it, that'll never become your client, but you will have contributed good karma. And I just genuinely believe if you seek to give more than you take, if you actually believe that, if that's genuinely your intent, you will win in the long term. But at the same time, you obviously also want to have a reputation, a brand, these are synonyms, that delivers revenue for you. And we will help you with looking at the systems on how to convert all of that free traffic that you will generate into money. Now, we're not going to be cutting or editing videos for you. Those tasks you can handle internally or externally, outsource them to somebody. We are your strategic brand partner if we decide to work together, if we decide there is a fit. We will help you come up with the strategies that are necessary for your brand to grow, as I said, authentically and effectively, exponentially, so you can create omnipresence and true authority status that builds trust with the people you want to reach. So if you are a business owner and you want to build your brand, then click the link below and apply for a free initial consultation. The link is somewhere underneath here. Click that, fill in that form, and a member from our team is going to reach out to you, and we will find out if and how we can help you personally. Looking forward to speaking with you soon.